This sounds like an OkCupid question. What's the one non-sexual hobby you have that people might be surprised to hear about?
I'm a really big fan of scrapbooking. No,
really?
I'm full of shit. The look on the guy's face is just like, what?
I'd be surprised by that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can really call video games a hobby. I play video games a lot. I ride my motorcycle a lot. I'm a really big fan of racing. So I watch Formula One racing and NASCAR. And where I live, we actually have I think it's an 8-mile oval dirt track, and I like going there because they race sprint cars. They'll even do motorcycle races on it sometimes. And it's just a lot of fun to go watch it, and it's fun because it's all amateur. It's a bunch of the local guys in the area that just put their money into their cars and go out and wreck it on the weekend and try and build it up again for the next weekend. And so it's something I can kind of relate to since I'm always working on my motorcycle and my car and trying to get it just a little bit better. So yeah.
You're next.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
By the image of Sam on a motorcycle?
Yes.
We're bent over.
Yeah.
No shirt on, sweaty.
Right?
Oh gosh, stop. I'm gonna have a reaction.
It's question 10.
It's question 10.
Kitchen
Oh,
tents.
yeah, that's where I was. No, not right now. Sorry. Do you ever watch your own movies? If so, which is your favorite clip so far?
I did at one point when I first started, because I've always wanted to just put out better scenes and better scenes, and at first I used to watch them, the first couple ones, but if you think you're self-conscious before you're in front of a camera and other people judge you, it's horrendous once you start getting judged by other people and you start realizing that other people critique you even worse and harder than you do yourself. So I try not to read the blogs. I don't watch my videos anymore just because it's just another one of those things that'll emotionally take a toll on you. If you really want to be happy with who you are and the product that you're putting out, you just have to make sure that you're at least a little bit satisfied with yourself. So going out and reading all the dirty things that people want to say about you, and even if they do like you, it's like sometimes people are just angry and they want to kind of try and make those little jabs at you to make themselves feel better. And it's unfortunate that people have to feel that way.
We're very familiar with that at Manhunt Daily.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got a little jaded from the blogs and watching my own videos. So I just kind of try and wait for the positive in-person feedback. So
What blogs ever say anything negative about you? They should be shot.
I know.
It's really not the blogs, though.
It's the comments.
It's the comments. It's the blogs always say great things, and I'm like, oh, let's see what people said about the article, and I'm like, oh.
I think the anonymity of being able to comment lets people, just embrace their evil side.
The internet is a very vicious place. It's
Stay off the internet, everyone.
Except for our blog.
Yeah.
If you would like to
Manhunt.net and SamuelTo.com and all sites associated with Next Door Studios.
Exactly. Next question. We only have 2 more questions, so we'll get a release here. Alright, how much of the setup for each scene is scripted? And are you just given a scenario and asked to improvise, or is there more to it?
I'm actually very surprised that in the time that I've been doing porn, I've never been handed a script. I've worked for a few other studios that have been very notorious for having very in-depth scripts, and the weird thing is I've never really seen myself as an actor. Mm-hmm. People always ask me, like, so, like you said, how much of your scenes are scripted? How much are you actually acting? I'm like, well, I don't ever really see myself as acting. I just go out there with my own personality. I just try and have fun with the situation. I mean, we have basic, a general guideline of, okay, well, let's do this kind of scene. Let's do it this way. Let's do a doctor scene. And then everything, really, I just kind of pull out my ass and see how it goes. And usually there's at least 3 or 4 different takes because I tend to be a very sarcastic and brash person, so I'll say things that are very funny but very inappropriate as well. So a lot of the times I'll get an email from the post-production editors going, dude, what the fuck are you thinking saying that? We can't even use half that shit.
Wasn't there a bear costume?
Sorry, guys. Yes. Oh, man. The furry costume.
Please tell us about the furry costume, because I'm sure our readers who are furries and fans of furries loved the video.
I hope that they did.
It happens.
I know that we kind of fit a generic mold at Next Door, and I try and break that mold just a little bit. They don't really appreciate that sometimes. But like with the bear costume, it was another one of those things where as soon as the editors got it and they realized what we had done, because we didn't really tell them that we were doing it, they were just like, what the fuck were you guys thinking? And I loved it. I had a blast with it, and that's the thing though, is one of our videographers, he always comes in with, on a scale of, he has, things ranging from 1 to 10 eccentric wise, and he knows that I'm usually willing to go for just about anything and have fun with things, so he pulls this out and he's like, what do you think? He's like, oh fuck yeah, come on now, really? He's like, check this out too, and he like unzips the crotch. I was like, oh yeah, we're used to it. Because you've also done stuff like there was like the Dayglow paint, right? And then you were on Bound Jocks too, where you were tied up. Yeah. And
so you like taking those kind of chances and like doing different stuff.
Exactly. It's like there's just been so much that's been done for years and generations in porn. The doctor scenes, the cop scenes, the oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to just walk in on you. So
pizza delivery guy.
Pizza delivery. There's just so much that's already, everybody's been a pizza guy, everybody's been a doctor. And so I like to try and find things that people just aren't really willing to touch sometimes, just because they think that people aren't going to like it. And I think that sometimes porn gets a little too serious, and the stories and just, the sets and the scenes, it's like, people aren't always sitting there watching it for the story. It doesn't always have to be a serious story. Why can't we just have fun and enjoy it? Because, I don't know, I like laughter and sex sometimes. Yeah. So I'm always willing to find some little bit of enjoyment out of it. So.
And finally,
well, actually, I had a few other things.
Go for it.
One thing is, I think the most recent scene was at Conor McGuire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was watching the beginning of that, and that's really where the last question came from, because there's this one line where you're like, well, I know artists are only good for one thing, and like, it's not art. I was like, that was amazing.
That was another one of those lines where I was like, I'm not sure if they're going to use those, and there are very good odds that will piss people off with that. But if you're not going to be able to laugh at it, then you really shouldn't just be watching the
videos. Well, as an artist,
you should just skip to the sex scenes.
Yeah.
And I was curious, now that we've talked about this, if you've had any sort of extreme ideas that they definitely like shot down, or if there's anything that you could share.
They usually don't. We usually don't give them the opportunity to shoot them down. We just kind of like spur the moment, go, hey, let's do this, and then we'll do what we want to do, and then we'll do what we probably should do.
Oh, okay. So
give me what you want to do.
Yeah.
That you were just like,
Give us something that they've actually said no to before, that you've done.
Like choreographed dance numbers. Actually, there was one in that. The workout
video. That one I was super embarrassed about it. I was just those goofy costumes, because I don't know, like I said, I don't see myself as being an actor. And so like I put on that outfit, I felt super self-conscious of these short shorts and socks. Oh my god, I looked like an idiot.
Yeah, but I loved it
as soon as like I saw it put together,
it was just hanging out of those shorts because they were too short.
And the funny thing was they were actually like jogging shorts, and they had the little underwear on the inside, but they weren't holding me in. So it just kept flopping out, and I was like,
It was like 80s gym fitness.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Awesome.
Maybe I shouldn't buy a pair of these. I was like, these will be fun to just wear to the gym one day and fuck with people.
I'd have fun if you wore them to the gym.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And after doing that, I was like, yeah, no, my balls will definitely fall out doing some squats, and I won't even notice. I'll be too focused on exercising, and someone's gonna walk up and be like, excuse me, sir, your testicles are hanging out. Oh!
Or they'll be like, want to go for a steam.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, you know, there's nobody in the steam room right now.
Depends on the gym, I guess.
Right? Yeah, no, unfortunately, I don't have a membership to Steamworks. So.
Oh. And then, as a professional, what's the one tip you have for fellow tops out there? Do you have a signature move in bed?
We always...
Is there something called the Sammy?
No.
The tool.
The
toolinator.
No. I think if there's anything in and out of porn that it is kind of my signature thing, I guess, would definitely have to be my caterpillar eyebrows. People are always too nice to call them that, but I know that once I get older, I'm going to be that grandpa with the feelers.
As long as they're not connected, you're all set.
Right? That's
Yeah.
true. That's definitely true. But no, people just say that I have a very expressive face, and I think I've always just kind of been that way. I always just had fun making expressions. We do joke around offset that I am the Zoolander of porn with my little eyebrow thing that I do sometimes with people. But I don't know. I guess that might be my signature.
I like to think of it as more of a sexy cartoon character.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like to have fun with it. Like I said, I can be a very blunt person, but I'm also not a very serious person sometimes. So, which isn't always good.
And any advice for tops?
Give them hell. I mean,
Wow.
it's I try and start off easy on people because. You know, a lot of the times people are running in their regular sexual partner isn't me. So I like to the night before send them to the hotel with a starter dildo and then my dildo. So luckily enough, we have my dildo now that at the studio that I give to them. So I'm like, okay, start out with this one and then use mine. And my advice to you is, use it because.
Just drill
it's going to be a little bit different tomorrow. It's not going to be like just sitting on it.
Attach it to a drill.
Right.
Use a jackhammer.
One of the sawzalls.
Get on the washing machine.
But
that's amazing. So you have to prepare the night before for your coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because sometimes you'll get the curious straight guy. Who's like, the best way for me to try it out is by doing porn. And I'm always kind of confused by that theory.
Yeah, why would you want your first time to be on camera?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying too. And then the other thing is, it's like, well, what else did you expect? It's porn. Did you expect me coming in doing a scene with a guy like this? Come on. That's no fun. They don't even do that in straight porn. Come on. So, but no, advice for tops, start out nice and slow, work them into it, but then definitely, like I said, give them hell. People like to see a little bit of rough fucking sometimes. So.
This is true.
Plus, it's fun. I like it. That's always my bad habit is that I get a little too carried away sometimes, and then
you and me both, brother.
There's so many things that get cut out of the final product.
Right. Well, thank you for answering our questions.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me here.
One more thing.